So before you judge Zuck too harshly, we should consider what his PR company.
Oh, is it the Sweet Baby Ray's?
Yeah. Have you seen this one?
Oh, yeah, that's a classic.
I'd never seen it before.
Oh man, Sweet Baby Ray's
unbelievably funny.
So good.
I'm just gonna play a bit of it for you guys here.
Hey everyone, we are live from my backyard where I am smoking a...
What'd I do? I turned off my phone. Oh no, I accidentally showed all the nude photos of myself.
I'm making meats now. Smoking these meats here. Our little meat smoking. It's smoking. So, I'm the meat chef. Yeah, someone asked me, do I smoke meat? Smoking meat. Smoking these meats. Smoking meats earlier in the day. Smoking these meats, just set the charcoal up and you set the wood chips up, and then smoking meats, grilling meats, good smoky flavor. Smoke a brisket for like 12 hours. You smoke lemon chicken, smoke salmon, you'll love it. Bison sirloin, ribs and sausage, so I'm looking forward to that. Today we got a brisket on the big guy and some pork ribs on the green egg. Meat like a brisket. I got ribs in there. Finishing off the brisket and the ribs. And I'm just sitting in our backyard, finishing off this brisket and these ribs. But hopefully for Canadian Thanksgiving, you get to eat a lot of brisket and ribs. How many of you guys are eating brisket and ribs tonight? Brisket and ribs. They taste doubly better when you hunted the animal yourself. So, what are you guys making for dinner? Brisket and ribs, I hope. Delicious. Brisket and ribs. Ribs and the brisket need to be eaten. I want to try your brisket. I want to try my brisket. It's a pretty tough cut of meat. Ribs and the brisket. Are you excited to have a rib tonight?
God, sorry. I watched that. I'd never seen that before. I guess that's one that's been around.
That's a classic.
I watched it like 4 times.
He has done a lot. I mean,
like I know, like I've seen a lot of people being like, Mark Zuckerberg's not based. He's not. It's like obviously it's brisket and ribs. Like
Sweet Baby Ray's.
Yeah, he gets into that.
Sweet Baby Ray's. We're gonna have some Sweet Baby Ray's
with
on
the
this
brisket and ribs. And like, but now, like, I think his PR company, which he's presumably paying tens of millions of dollars to a month,
we could do this.
I think they're earning their keep, though.
Wear a chain, grow a beard,
grow your hair out a bit.
Say you don't want to do all the stuff you're constantly doing.
MDMA, don't do the weird little gay little smile he's doing constantly in that. Brisket and ribs. like, do you remember? Like, oh man. Like, he's starting from being one of the most bug-like bugmen on Earth. Yeah. And now he's just a kind of lame, wannabe, wigger bugman.
What I don't understand is why these guys care about their PR at all. They already are... What the f*** do you care if people like you?
Well, I think... I actually forget if I actually expounded on this theory last week or if I just started it and we got sidetracked. But I think it's the Andy Warhol's cola effect.
It is. You
like,
did.
Even if you're like the world's most powerful man, you don't want people saying mean shit about you all the time.
But like... I guess they're like these are like indoor guys. We're gonna probably tread a lot of stuff we talked about with the Elon episode, but like but I mean there could be a more tactical reason that it's like don't need a weatherman to see which way the wind blows type thing, where he's like you want to get in with the Trump admin now. Although notably they didn't do this in 2016. Well, but now you've got, I think because it's the second time America was like no that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So it could be that he wants to get in with the new admin or whatever. But I think it could also just be that he wants to be like
liked,
cool and liked. But everybody hates
I don't know if it's like maybe this is just a byproduct of like, how you allocate your like, because I'm always saying this, life is like a JRPG. And you have to allocate your points into
life is like an RPG, and I fucked up my build.
Shout out. Negative XP.
Negative XP, yeah, friend of the show.
Negative XP. Close friend of the show. But like I'm always saying this, life is like a JRPG.
Yeah.
Where you're in high school.
Right. And there's cute girls.
Yeah, but
hot teachers.
But there's like drawbacks to like how you allocate your points.
Right.
And these guys that have like int builds, let's say. Yeah. Versus you and I, which are charisma builds.
Right. Max charisma. Swag build.
Charisma strength build. as I like to say.
Yeah.
I would say I'm charisma strength and you're like a charisma what's the like wisdom.
Wisdom, yeah. Exactly. I'm not a fat retard, it's charisma.
It's charisma and wisdom. But like
I'm creaming, bitch.
Go Cad.
I think it was AITV Hell commented on the last one. Like,
yeah.
I'm not fat, I'm creaming.
I'm creaming. But I think like that's just a byproduct of these guys having like max int.
Yeah.
And like nothing else is like they're totally aliens.
But I think that's the thing. Like you could be a Mark Zuckerberg who's been like a multi-billionaire since he was like 20 or whatever, and everybody hates him. Everybody jokes that he's a lizard, that he's a bug, that he's a waxy little freak. Yeah. And you can be like have $100 billion or $200 billion or however fucking rich he is.
Yeah.
And you're still like, I don't want to be a waxy little freak. I want to be a cool guy at the UFC. When I show up, everyone cheers.
But what I think
I want to be a black guy.
Come on. I think that's what is like is so like confusing is because like you would think for guys who have access to like unlimited resources and like consultation.
And a beautiful Chinese wife
that is mean,
and a mean Chinese.
But you would think like having access to like infinite of like in theory the world's best consultation and resources, would lead to like better attempts at endearment than wearing a chain and saying, "I didn't want to do all that gay shit I've been doing since yesterday." The government keeps telling me to.
I had to. They told me
I had to donate $400 billion to make sure Joe Biden wins the election.
But I think literally that he's probably spent $100 million on image consultants, and they're the best in the world. And given what they have to work with,
I think they're
the chain and growing out the hair, it's like, Mark. We've done our best, Mark. There's no one on earth with a better idea to make you look cool. He should come on Chrome Boy's podcast.
He should start Dana White.
All of our guests end up looking really cool.
They do. Yeah.
Many have said
our guests look cool.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying Bobby Warner looks really cool. Go give Bobby Warner a follow. But
Mark Zuckerberg kind of looks like Bobby Warner now.
Don't say that. I would say
not like fit in like because Bobby's kind of like a guy who might wear a chain sometimes.
Oh sure, yeah.
And he has kind of like shaggy hair.
Okay, sure.
Probably Mark Zuckerberg's extremely expensive image consultants have been watching Bobby Warner stand-up clips.
And we're like,
that's a swag guy.
That's a swagged out white boy.
Yeah, that's a swagged out white boy. Mark,
have you seen this guy? Why don't you get
a chain that symbolizes some demon and grow your hair out a bit and say that you like UFC?
Have you thought about wearing a demonic chain, Mark?
Yeah. And maybe growing your hair out a bit?
I think more billionaires could benefit from
drawing some eyebrows on.
We're going to hire a drag queen to give you eyebrows, Mark, for your Rogan appearance. Is that cool?
I'm doing like spending $50 million on like face sweat reduction surgery.
Well, I think
you need to stop being so wet, Mark. Nobody likes it.
You're soaked all the time.
It's probably his wife was like, Mark, you need to not be so wet.
Dry off, faggot. You so wet all the time. Embarrass me.
You wear a chain. Grow out your hair. Sweat less.
Look like Brett guy. You look like Mark. They're watching Shaft. You need to look like that guy. They're watching Shaft.
Mark Zuckerberg and Justin Trudeau present
Shaft. Shafted.
That is, if you had that much money, you could do so much cool shit.
Well, I was gonna say, I think a lot of billionaires could benefit from like spending like a month living with Dana White.
I mean, Mark has literally hired Dana White to come hang out with him.
It has to be the other way. Dana White can't be hanging with Mark. Mark has to hang with Dana.
He's probably literally he's on the board of Facebook now. And it's probably literally so Mark has hangout access.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
But I think
he's probably overall spending hundreds of millions of dollars to get to hang out with Dana once every 3 weeks.
But I think Dana White has and I don't like Dana White. I'm going to say that right now. I don't think Dana White's...
He ruined slap fighting. Slap fighting used to be cool, but his version sucks.
I don't like Dana White, but I will say that I would always prefer a Dana White style guy to an Elon or Zuck style guy.
Yeah.
Because at least Dana White is like a big, thumb-headed, loud retard.
Meatball, man.
Meatball retard with like rage issues.
Yeah.
At least with that, it's like, okay.
I think that Zuckerberg has rage issues too, but it's seething. It's not yelling, it's seething.
He malds.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a malder. But with Dana, it's like, you know what you're going to get. He's going to do an interview. They're going to say, wow, you really ruined slap fight. And he'll say, why don't I fucking choke you to death, you piece of shit?
Yeah.
And they're like, okay.
and Zuckerberg would go to his mean Asian wife and complain for 3 days and then like do some trickery and your bank account doesn't work anymore.
There's something like I think that's what it is. I think there's something like pathetic about these like tech billionaires.
Totally.
There's something really pathetic about them trying to be like fucking barstool guys.
Yeah, like Mark Zuckerberg trying to be a it absolutely
trying to be like
is pathetic.
Like a Dave Portnoy like cool like college football guy, like guys who fuck with college football and being like, oh yeah, go Wildcats, and it's like you are a bug, like you're a bug.
Mark Zuckerberg is like the bug man of all bug men.
You're a fucking alien,
and
man.
like he's gonna have to get at least 2 or 3 more chains.
He should fucking hang out with Johnny Depp.
Rings and
we're looking like a fucking
sass,
fucking straight alien, dude, dressed like a Rasta alien, man.
Okay, one thing, he is in kind of the unique position though, because there's not a ton of like the tech guys left who like founded their own shit.
Yeah,
like when the whole H1B thing was kicking off on Christmas Day, there's one post that really stuck out to me of some like Indian guy, and it was a big.
Is it the list that all these CEOs are Indian?
Yeah, and it was all these companies that like weren't made by Indians, and the ones that stand out are Google, Windows, and Adobe.
Good. Those are companies that are awesome now.
Those are 3 that I interact with a lot and have for a long time, and it's just kind of funny how none of them produce anything new anymore, but they just scam you more and more.
Worse.
And they all suck. Like Windows 11.
We have that Windows 11 laptop.
Is spyware. It's like, what if we took the system everybody knew and moved everything around and added in constant ads for cloud storage?
Yeah. And now Windows 11 on a like admittedly cheap laptop.
Yeah.
Makes the laptop the software itself is too heavy.
Yeah, I think the operating system uses up about 75% of the RAM.
We were looking at that one day when we were trying to do a live show.
Trying to play a video. We were literally trying to do a PowerPoint.
We were looking at the task manager and it was like, what is using 75% of the RAM? And it was like Windows functions. And
yeah,
we're like,
it's for the cloud storage ads.
My God, man. It was actually appalling.
And like Adobe programs have barely changed in like 15 years.
Yeah,
it's just now you have to buy it every year.
Yeah.
Google doesn't work anymore.
Google's non-functional.
But Zuckerberg's still in control of his company.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I forget where I was going with that. So he can make it mad, wigger, and cool.
Well, you're saying that there's not many like tech billionaires who founded their own shit.
Yeah, well, because he's still there.
Yeah,
he hasn't like handed it off
to Paranth.
So if he becomes a swag based lord,
which he won't.
Welcome to Based World.
That's the thing. I think like it's like so transparent. Like it's just I don't know. It's pathetic. These guys like Elon and I don't think they're like retarded.
Okay, I know we talked about Elon for a significant amount of time last episode. I don't want to go too deep on it.
Yeah.
But at the time, this is like an important disclaimer. We didn't know he was a fake gamer yet.
We had no idea.
I feel like I was way too charitable to him.
Yeah.
Because I did not know he was faking being a gamer. I thought he was faking everything else and was actually playing Diablo.
Why? I don't know why I thought that.
I thought he was a fake businessman. He spent all his time gaming. That is pathetic.
Yeah. Faking being a faking the like easiest hobby in the world is like
faking being good at playing video games.
That is so fucking gay.
That is way more pathetic than Mark Zuckerberg's like wigger glow up.
Why? What do you get?
Like a nerdy guy comes into some money, buys a cool wool coat.
Yeah, gets a cool wool jacket.
He buys a cool wool jacket. He gets a kind of bit of a shaggy haircut, a cool demon chain.
Yeah,
that's like he gets a cool dragon shirt. Everyone can understand that.
Yeah.
You're a lame-o.
He starts buying like $8,000 white T-shirts.
Yeah, you're some lame guy. He gets some money. He starts dressing swag. Nobody really buys it, but it's like
whatever.
It's a little lame. We all know who you are underneath that, but that makes sense.
You don't want to. I get it. Yeah.
But faking being good at Diablo?
Who is that? Like
crazy.
It's actually insane. Yeah. Legit, like psychotic behavior.
Like I could see it. It'd be honestly. I've tried to be charitable to Elon.
Yeah, I want to be.
I want to be. And if he was just that he gamed and was bad at it,
that's fine.
I think that would be kind of endearing.
I think so too.
That like he plays these games and he kind of sucks at them, but he has like fun doing it.
That's the most like that would be like the most human thing about him.
I think that would be totally fine.
Yeah.
But like paying people to pretend that you're good at Diablo 4?
Baffling.
What are you doing, man?
Baffling. Like legit baffling. Like what?
Yeah.
What? Why?
Why are you doing? You're gonna look so bad when that comes out.
You're gonna look so fucking gay. Like everyone's gonna be like, why?
Who gives a like going on Joe Rogan and be like, I'm actually in the top 20.
Actually, I'm top 20 Diablo players ever.
That is so gay. Like just playing it and being the worst player on earth.
Way more human.
Way cooler.
Yeah.
Than pretending. Jesus Christ, man. You got to come on the show so we can set you straight.
We got to talk to you, man. I don't know.
Because that makes Wiggerberg look cool.
Yeah. Yeah. He looks like a regular guy.
Yeah, like I could see I get a bunch of money. Maybe I get some weird chain.
I buy a demon chain. No.
Not a demon chain.
If I get a bunch of money, I'm getting a well, sure. Maybe I'll get waves.
Maybe I'll get a wave and a do-rag.
Greasy. I'll get like into like skin cream.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It can happen.
Maybe I get rich. I get ashy. I start putting cream on.
Yeah, maybe I get some creams.
I start talking about coconut butter.
Some lotions.
I start filming videos in the shower. Whatever. I get money.
I start making phone videos about how much I like eating pussy. Who knows?
You wouldn't do the fucking same thing?
What I wouldn't do is pay some guy to pretend I'm good at Diablo.
Well, also pretending to be my own fucking best friend. While also pretending to be my own best friend.
That's cool.
No, man.
But him being a fake gamer that's like, listen, like I say, I've really tried to be charitable to Elon.
Yeah. Well, like
you can't spin that in a way that's not like
that's the kind of thing,
psycho loser shit,
Yeah, it's the kind of thing like it's kind of fucking like it's like Weird Science. You know the movie?
No.
It's the movie where the two nerds build like a perfect woman.
Oh, sure.
It's like the kind of thing that is as a premise so funny and stupid.
Yeah.
But like it takes a real sick motherfucker to actually like be like, "Oh."
That's an option.
Yeah. Like paying someone, like people say, "Oh, fake game or whatever," but like no, like the kind of like psyche you have to like actually do that. And like do that for like however long he was talking about being with 2 years or whatever.
It's been a while, yeah.
Like to do that, to like to make that a part, like, and like to internalize like a weird white lie like that.
And listen, I can forgive undermining democracy. I can forgive being a giant defense contractor.
I can forgive trying to ruin the Trump campaign by acting like a huge faggot the whole time.
Yeah, doing the weird little X jump. I can forgive all of that. But when it comes to game,
well, because
there's a little thing called honor,
dignity,
respect,
integrity.
Gamer
integrity is what I'm most concerned about.
Yeah. Listen, this whole thing started because of ethics in game journalism.
That's why we're here today. Well, it's like so psychotic.
Yeah.
Like that as a thing to do. It's not even like the Adrian Dittman thing where you have your own account to like glaze yourself, and it's like it's funny and gay and pathetic.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I can forgive that.
Mel Gibson does crazy shit all the time. Nicolas Cage, I like him. He bought a bunch of fucking dinosaur bones and went broke. Whatever.
But the fake gaming is like, oh, man, I have to put out that clip. The Elon clip.
I'm
gonna have to put a disclaimer. We did not know he was a fake gamer.
Yeah, maybe attach this at the end of it. Who knows?
I'm gonna have to do something because it's gonna nuke our credibility. Yeah. If on January 14th it comes out and we don't address the fake gamer allegations.
Well, it's just like that's like finding out. Okay, here's what it's like. It's like you have like a group of friends, and one of them is like a sort of dorky loser guy, but he's part of the friend group and he's nice enough, and he has no real ill will, and it's like whatever, he can come hang. His vibe's kind of strange, he doesn't riff very well, whatever, he will hang, we'll go bowling,
we'll start a podcast,
but then it's like finding out he's been like stealing your girlfriend's underwear, and you're like, dude,
come on, like I defended you.
What the fuck, Matt? Like, why?
It's like I defended you a week ago on my podcast, and now you're a fake gamer.
And it's like, and you went to like actually doing that takes a lot of like planning, and it's fucking freaky that you did that.
There's some guy he hired to play Diablo for him, and he's doing streams. Unbelievable.
It's like, man, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? How are you so successful?
Like I thought the business stuff was what he was faking. That's fine.
I thought SpaceX was like kind of CGI. I'll be honest. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'll be 100% honest. I thought SpaceX was like kind of just
maybe that's what he's spending on. But why would you do? There's no excuse for it.
Just be a fucking serious businessman if you don't have time to game.
Or just game sometimes and be bad at it. Nobody cares.
It's so whack.
Listen, you don't have to be a elite level Asmon Gold style gamer. It's fine.
You see on our streams, I'm terrible at Diablo 2.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an expert, but...
Sure, I'm an expert.
But it's not a big deal.
That's kind of why it works, because...
paying some Chinese guy to play for me. That's why the streams are so infrequent, because I don't have enough money to hire him that often.
Because the Chinese guy's village is flooded right now. Yeah, the guys are like, "Can you do another stream?" You're like, "Not yet. It's rainy season in Taipei."
Yes, soon. I think once we get to March, it should dry up in Chongqing.
In Shaohuang. It's rainy season in Shaohuang, so we can't do a stream. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can't.
Could you imagine?
That's psychotic.
Like if I did that, that's literally what he's doing. Unreal, man.
It's so, and it's not like the kind of thing where it's like like if we would do that and then tell people after the fact and be like, yeah, it's like a funny meta gag. To be like, yeah, like it would be funny if we did a stream where we hired two like expert level like Dota 2 players to like play a match while we commentated over it, and then afterward we're like, you know, a month later we're like, yeah, by the way, that match we hired two Chinese. It'd be like, kind of funny.
Wouldn't even really be that. I feel like even our guys would be like,
what?
Why?
What? I could see it being kind of funny if we picked like a really like complex game and had like expert level gameplay while we like retardedly talk over it. But
I guess.
But like to just genuinely do it and be like, no, that's me playing. It's like,
for years.
I don't want to do ragging on Elon for 2 weeks in a row.
Let's tap out on Elon for now.
It's just baffling.
It's crazy. But yeah, Mark Zuckerberg, don't be playing with that corny-ish.
Speaking of not playing with that corny-ish, you know who else don't play with that corny-ish?
Who's that?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Right. Oh, yeah. Well, tell me about Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Well, I just watched Time Cop the other day.
And it was swag?
It was so swag. It was so funny. Jean-Claude Van Damme, I never thought, because I wrote him off French.
Yeah.
Obviously. I was like, I don't know what to say.
Only seen his Pittsburgh.